Hi, it's Kathleen from Bailey Academy, mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 10, 13, and 17. Today I wanted to share our curriculum picks for the 2024-2025 year. I know this is kind of late for most of you. Most of you have already picked your things, but we don't start till September, and also I don't buy a lot of stuff. I create a lot of things. So we do things on our own. Like I pick things later. Okay, so this video is about my rising grade 5. So it's hard to believe that my youngest is in grade 5 already, but this is for her grade 5 year, what we've picked for her curriculum. All right, so I'm looking now, I'm just looking at my notes. For math, we are doing the Learn Math Fast program that we started in the middle of last year. We are reviewing it for the company, and there's a couple videos on in my channel about it, and we are loving it so far, and we are going to continue it into the new school year. So my youngest, grade 5, she's still on book 1, I believe, but that's perfectly normal, because book 2 is book 1 is like all the arithmetic sort of things and fractions and decimals and stuff like that. So she's still where she should be. For English language arts, I got a mixture of different stuff. I don't really get a literature curriculum. Our budget doesn't allow for like buying large amounts of curriculum. And I like to just be more of the teacher anyway. I like to plan things out myself. So I just ransacked my shelving unit for old English language arts books, either for grade 5 or 4 or 3. There's a couple ones that I wanted to like use up. And also, I want her to start doing some of this stuff a little bit herself. She still needs lots of one-on-one time, but I want her to be able to do the things, and she gets frustrated if things are too hard. So I figured if some of the things were a little, below grade 5, then she would get some confidence with being able to complete them herself and then be able to do the harder stuff. So I thought about it for a while. There's my notes. All right, came up with on Mondays, she's going to start with word ladders. Most of you know what that is, I think. I don't have any of it with me, but actually, you know what? I'm going to go get it. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I got her little thing here. And so word ladders, this is word ladders. You can find them online too. Basically, it's a clue. Start with the bottom word, and then you use a clue to find the next word, use the clue to find the next word, use the clue to find the next word. And they're all like vegetable becomes table, which becomes stable, which becomes swab, which becomes slab, that sort of thing. So this is grades 4 to 6, so it's perfect for her. On Tuesday, she's going to do anything reading comprehension. So I have a grade 3 reading comprehension book and some other reading comprehension papers that I ripped out of another book. So any of those papers, just get them done. And Wednesday, she's going to do writing. So I have a grade 3 writing book, and again, some writing papers that I ripped out of another book that I shoved in there. And we're going to do, start with that. So again, not grade 3, grade 5 writing book. I'm sorry. She struggles with handwriting. We didn't get a full diagnosis because that costs lots of money, but the OT said that she most likely has dysgraphia. And so writing itself is very hard for her. So she has a computer that she can type things on as well. So these, where she's just writing a sentence, she'll write on the book and practice writing. And then if she's doing something a little longer, then she'll do it on the computer. Thursday, she's going to use the English Smart book. Here it is. This is the Popular Book Company, people. So it has multiple different things in it. So she's just going to do the next page, do the next page, do the next page. And on Fridays, she's going to, I'm kind of confused because I switched this. Fridays, she's doing something. My notes are such a mess. I'll show you in a minute, but Friday. Honestly, I have a better thing on the computer, so I don't even know what I'm missing here. Friday something. And then every day she's going to work on spelling, because that's something she struggles in, so she needs to do that every day. And I picked out this Chalkboard Publishing Canadian Spelling book to try out. If anybody wants a flip through, let me know. But basically it's, typical workbook type spelling. You have some words and you know, write it out a couple times or fill in the sentences and I was going to add in, like, if she's struggling, I'm going to do it, like, longer. So when I do 2 weeks for the spelling list, especially if she is struggling, if there are words she knows, then don't worry about it. But if she does need the extra, then I have a, like, list of activities she can do, like writing on whiteboard or building with Play-Doh, things like that. She's also going to do word roots twice a week. Critical thinking companies. We have word roots level 1, which I'm going to use with my grade 5. They're for grades 5 to 12, so like it's perfect. You can use, you know, it for any of them. And if you don't know, word roots is like vocabulary, but based on the root of the word and the prefix and suffix. Knowing, you know, that, for example, you know, in, the prefix in means in or into or not. So therefore you would know that infraction has to do with not, and then they tell you that fract means break, and shun means action action or process. So therefore you figure what infraction means. And then the other 2 times a week, she's going to do her Beowulf grammar, which we restarted last year, and so we're still just have lots to do with that. But she struggled with grammar every day of the week, so we're going to do it differently than they say in the program. And then the 5th day of the week, we're doing less work on the 5th day of the week. So 2 days of word roots, 2 days of grammar, and where's my right here? And then we're also including starting up doing Shakespeare this year. So on Fridays we're going to do Shakespeare, and I have a whole video coming out, a couple of videos coming out explaining. I have a video that shows our resources and what we're planning to do for Shakespeare. That's what I was trying to say. And I might share throughout the year if things change or how things are going. So it may be before this or after this, I'm not sure yet. So if it's already published, I will link to it below. If not, I will link to it later when it is published. So that's all English language arts. I just want to say before I continue that all this work may seem like a lot, but a lot of it is a 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes, you know what I mean? And we do a more rigorous education, so like, you know, it's not, well, I still own like, you know, total of maybe 3 hours of school, total for everything, morning basket, everything included, if that. And if this seems like too much when we're doing it, I will pare down. Okay, for history, she is doing, what is she doing? She is, this thing is a mess, this notes system. I have a much better one on the computer. Like I said, I should just be looking off that, but that would make too much sense. So, history. She has I found a grade, it's grade 6 to 8, and she's in grade 5, but it's an online history textbook. And so we're going to use it, but we're just going to like maybe read parts of it and do parts of the questions, whatever I need to do to adjust it for her grade. And we're going to do it together. So we're going to look at the computer together. I'll help her read it. We'll answer the questions mostly verbally. And if I feel like I need to add anything to it, like I can search online for some freebies if I wanted to like include some map work or some, I was gonna say coloring. We don't really do coloring, things like that. So that's 20 minutes, 4 days a week. And then science, she really wanted to do zoology, but there's other science I want to cover too. So we decided to do 2 sciences. She's gonna do zoology all year, and she's using Easy Peasy Online Homeschool for that. It is Christian based, but we used it before. We just skip over lessons that are too Christian for us. I'm Christian, but my daughter's not. And so we will use that, and I will also supplement with other things. I have a book I'm going to share in an upcoming book recommendations, zoology for kids, and it has 21 activities. So like, you know, building a cake that shows the animal cell is the first one. So we're going to use that to be more hands-on as well. And I believe the zoology also has its own like hands-on things. Sorry, I was just a phone. And her second science is going to be a mixture of different topics that I wrote down somewhere. I am organized, I'm just not organized, you know? Okay, so she's going to do 2 months of like farming, but like obviously she's in grade 5, so it's not like, you know, preschool farming. It's more like agriculture and farming. We're going to use a farm anatomy book and other things too. 1 month of rainforest, 1 month of volcanoes, 2 months of CSI or forensics, 2 months of astronomy, 1 month of like it says vehicles. It's gonna sound weird, but I have like the history of crash test dummies in a book. We're gonna learn about how cars work, different kinds of vehicles, different stuff like that. And the last month is ecology. Now, what am I using for all of those? Mostly, except for the things I just mentioned, I'm putting it together myself. So I'm just finding free or cheap resources, books, things like that. And if you're interested in more about like a specific topic, let me know in the comments, and I can, especially when I have more the resources picked for it, I can show you how I put together my own science unit. But that's what she's doing for science. And then geography, we're also using Easy Peasy Online School. So they have grades 5 through 8. So both kids will actually, the 5 and the 8 will be doing the same geography. And they will be doing that 5 days a week. And then health is on Fridays. And for her health, she really wanted to, we've done a lot of like the obvious stuff, but she really wanted to focus on learning how to cook. So I figured we'll include that as part of health. And so every Friday we're going to do something. And I found this thing in a Facebook group that was somebody's outline of, and it was grades like 6 through 8, so close enough. I keep saying, sorry. We'll set it again. Outline of what they're doing for their child for cooking class. So they shared it with us. So I took it and I edited the parts I don't like and I added in the parts I do like. And we're going to actually cook something most Fridays if possible. So she's going to do a cooking class for health. And I also forgot to mention in there we'll be also doing, maybe I'll say all the time. I don't say it in regular life. I only say it in my videos. I still want them to do French, but she really wants to do Spanish. So we're going to do Spanish 2 days a week, 2 days a week, and French, 3 days, I don't know, whatever I picked. 2 days a week and French 2 days a week, I believe it is what I picked. And I think that's when we do Friday, we do Shakespeare instead of languages. I think that's what I chose. So that is the gist of what she is doing, not including morning basket, which I will share in another video. Because for our morning basket, it's not our group subjects. Morning basket is like our other stuff, extras, I guess you would say, and read aloud and stuff like that. And then for her, I'm going to be working more one-on-one for everything. I think that will work better. We've been struggling last homeschool year with some stuff like behaviors and things like that, and I think it will work better if we work one-on-one with, the other children can obviously come in and ask questions or check in or whatever, check the work, stuff like that, but mostly working one-on-one with her. We're going to try that and see how that works. I mean, that's how an only child would do it, right? So grade 5, obviously you generally start doing some things on your own, but she has ADHD as well and other things, so I don't think it works well for her just yet. So that is what she's going to do. I will link everything in the description, especially since this was a very confusing talk, I think, at least it seemed like to me. And just in case you want to check anything out, and if there's any relevant videos, I will also link those in the description. And if you want, like I said, a flip through of anything, or you want more on like how I plan my own curriculum, I did want to do some videos of that in the future. Please let me know and I will get to them sooner if lots of people want them. So that is it for now. There will be 2 other videos for my Rising Grade 8 and my Rising Grade 12. If you're interested in those, they'll be upcoming as well. And that's it. Hope you like and subscribe, and see you later.